Hey folks, we are coming at you live here from the great town of Bar Harbor in Maine. If you're new to the channel, we cover the best roads to take by motorcycle in every state in America. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the best roads to take by motorcycle in the great state of Maine. So stay tuned folks, because we've got the best roads right here. Alright, so here we go with Maine. Maine can often be one of the more underrated states in the Northeast to ride a motorcycle. But being the largest state in New England, there's miles of tremendous motorcycle riding to discover. From iconic lighthouses on coastal seaside roads, to scenic mountains, and of course ACADIA National Park, the only national park in the Northeast United States. Given its northern location in the US, the riding season here is typically from May to October, with peak autumn foliage arriving as early as September, which makes for a perfect time to explore these routes. We'll cover the best twisty mountain roads, coastal hidden gem routes, and a section of ACADIA National Park that gets way less visitors, so you can get virtually the entire national park road to yourself. And for all the work that's put into the video, the only thing I'm going to ask of you in return is to hit that like button for us. It'll help our channel, and don't forget to subscribe either. And all these roads can be found on our website, greatmotorcycleroads.com, where we have the free Google motorcycle route maps. And if you're looking for any bonus features to help you plan your motorcycle trips, join us over at Patreon. There we have exclusive bonus motorcycle ride videos, tutorials on how to plan motorcycle trips, and the GPX files you can download for every route. And we've recently posted a downloadable brochure with all these features for the Northeast United States. Get the state route maps and GPX files all in one brochure. So if you're planning a road trip, join the community today. Alright, first up is State Route 113. This is about 30 miles in length. 113 is an awesome Maine motorcycle ride that will take you along the New Hampshire border, just east of the White Mountain region. You can start your route in the town of Fryeburg, head north on State Route 113, and it comes out in Gilead, which is the road's endpoint at Route 2. The southern end of 113 starts out on a smooth backcountry road, with scenic open mountain and farmland views, which makes for a serene, relaxing ride to start out with. As you travel north, you'll ride along some gentle curves with varying degrees of elevation changes as you ride deeper into the state forest. And this is where you enter the really fun part of the ride, where 113 gets more technical once in the deep forest, onto Evans Notch Road. Evans Notch becomes a narrow mountain road that climbs in elevation with many tight turns along the way. And be sure to stop by the Cold River Overlook at the peak elevation of the road for beautiful mountain views from here. So here I am on the Evans Notch section of the road. Now I think almost all of Maine 113 is considered to be a scenic byway, but this section is by far the most entertaining. As you can tell, the views are amazing on this overlook, and I'm thrilled to say the pavement has been all done as of 2025, so it's beautifully smooth, and it is just a joy to motorcycle. Riding down the other side from here, you'll get more curves in the heavily tree-lined tiny road, before eventually meeting up with Route 2 in the northern end of the ride. Just keep in mind the Evans Notch section of roadway on 113 is a seasonal road closed in winters, and it usually is open by late May. Overall, this is a fun ride which offers diverse scenery in a short span of distance. Route 113 is not only a great motorcycle road in Maine, it's one of the most enjoyable motorcycle rides in all of New England, and it's a great option for those heading to the annual Laconia Motorcycle Week in New Hampshire. You get the diversity of open scenery to cruise on, and you get a technical, twisty mountain road for a fun adrenaline rush. Next up is the ride from MADRID to Upton on Maine Route 4, 17, and 26. This is about 96 miles in length. Some of the best motorcycle roads in Maine are along this route, where you'll ride through numerous state parks, lakes, and mountain views. Start this motorcycle trip in Maine on Route 4 in MADRID, and connect to 17 South. The route features majestic overlooks of nearby mountains and lakes down to Rumford, Maine. This section of motorcycle ride on routes 4 and 17 is designated as the Rangeley Lake Scenic Byway, and it wraps around the large lake, the centerpiece of this scenic route. The ride scales the Appalachian mountain ridgeline before dropping to rolling valleys and hills. This area attracts visitors who love the outdoors in all 4 seasons of the year. It's great for camping, boating, skiing, and of course in the warmer season, it's great for motorcycling. From 17, continue on to Maine Route 26 heading northwest, which offers some beautiful open road scenery and carves up through great little state parks including Grafton Notch State Park. You can continue all the way up Route 26 to Colebrook, New Hampshire for more great riding past the New Hampshire state line. And it's definitely worth a ride continuing north here because you'll be entering the fantastic Dixville Notch State Park region. The scenery gets much more dramatic here as the road carves right next to the mountainside. It also travels through deep forests, and there's some fun curves to navigate. This is also an excellent route for viewing foliage in the autumn, when the surrounding mountains are painted with vivid orange colors, yellows, and reds. The scenery is outstanding and makes for an excellent ride even in the summer, with its full wide turns and just some great long stretches. So I'm a few miles south of Rangeley here on 17. The elevation has really gotten higher, the mountain views are terrific, and the curves are amazing. With other roads in New England like the nearby Kankamagus Highway being more famous for motorcycle riders, this area of riding is way less busy, and some of the views are even better to see by motorcycle. Experience this great motorcycle road and find out why we'd argue this is some of the best kept secret riding in New England. Next up is Acadia National Park. This crown jewel of the North Atlantic coast has miles of historic and scenic roads to ride. The park boasts a rugged coastline, rocky beaches, woodlands, and stunning ocean views from Cadillac Mountain. The route along Mount Desert Island includes the Maine Park Loop Road, and it offers exceptional views almost the entire way of the Atlantic's National Park coastline. Entering the Hulls Cove entrance will put you on Paradise Hill Road, which right away takes you into a serene world of forested trees and beautiful pavement. As you travel around the Park Loop Road, you'll have some opportunities to take in the vast open ocean. And the park provides many overlooks available along the route to pause and take in the scenery. Some of the worthy stops include Sand Beach, which is a nice retreat if you want to take a stroll in the sand, or even soak your feet in the ocean. And the famous Thunder Hole, where during high tide waves rush into the cove and compress trapped air creating a thunderous sound. In fact, for such a small area, Acadia National Park offers plenty to see by motorcycle, because the ride includes the dense forests, roadside mountain views, and of course plenty of rocky shoreline. And don't miss the turn for Cadillac Summit Road, which takes you up Cadillac Mountain at 1,500 feet. You do need to make a reservation to travel up Cadillac Mountain Road as of 2025, but it's well worth it, because the ride up is like a mini version of New Hampshire's Mount Washington Auto Road. The road up has fun curves as you gain elevation, and you'll get exceptional 360-degree views of the area from the top of the mountain. As with most national parks, in order to have a nice open ride by motorcycle, you want to time your ride wisely. We'd recommend trying this route early in the day to beat the slower vehicles that want to admire the views from their car. So I'm here on a Tuesday morning in early June. I got here about 8:30, and so far the roads have been wide open. There haven't been any traffic or slow vehicles to get around. It's been a beautiful ride here so far. But a great hidden gem section of the park is on Schoodic Head Point. It's just off Mount Desert Island, but it's still technically a section designated as the national park. But the advantage is there's way less people that come out to see this part of it. So the road is more open as you navigate the fun curves, and the scenery here is basically just as beautiful as on Mount Desert Island, and you'll feel like you have this entire section of the park to yourself. And the quaint town of Bar Harbor is nearby, and there's some great cafes and pubs here. In fact, it's one of our favorite towns in New England to hang out in. The great thing about riding Acadia National Park is not only is it unique for its rugged coastline, but it's one of those special places where you can get the beach and mountain views all at the same time. If you're planning a road trip in the state of Maine, don't miss the Acadia National Park. And just a quick station break, today's video is being sponsored by our friends over at Insta360. If you want to get any riding footage while taking on these great motorcycle rides in Maine, you're going to want the best point-and-shoot action camera out there. This is the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. It's the ultimate action camera that's tougher, smarter, and built perfectly to capture great motorcycle rides. So we've been getting just about all our riding footage here in Maine with the Ace Pro 2, and right out of the box, the colors are terrific. With stunning 8K video, it delivers jaw-dropping clarity day or night. And if you want to capture your riding early in the morning or later in the evening, this has exceptional low-light quality. And one of my favorite things about the Ace Pro 2 is the flip screen feature. From action sports to epic motorcycle vlogging, your rides have never looked this good. Check the link in the description for a promo code and grab your Ace Pro 2 now. Alright, thank you to Insta360 for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the routes. Next up is the ride from Newfield to Gray. This is about 50 miles in length. This route is one of our favorite Maine motorcycle rides that travels the southern part of the state. It provides some enjoyable twists and hills, and those traveling these routes by motorcycle will take in some great views along the way. Routes 11, 85, and 26 offers a great example of a quintessential New England ride. That's because you'll be passing through a few small towns here, as well as some typical New England mill towns. And this great motorcycle ride in Maine moves into some scenic rolling farmland, and the route passes by one of Maine's largest lakes. Some of the route has open roads to cruise on, but much of the ride consists of densely forested areas. And one of the best parts about this ride is if you start it in the town of Gray, it's right off of Interstate 95, and it's only about 30 minutes north of Portland. So it's an accessible motorcycle route for those who live in southern New England and are looking to get a great ride in around Maine without having to travel too far up north. And the pavement quality is brand new at Crescent Lake as of 2025. So I'm in the town of Naples here. As you can see, there's some really beautiful lake scenery. It's a great little town to ride through. There's plenty of cafes and restaurants to check out when you're passing through. After Naples, the curves come at you again, but there's no shoulders. And we noticed the pavement quality was not quite as good here with a few bumps, but the curves will keep you busy for sure. But this route from NEWFIELD to Gray is one of our favorite routes in southern Maine. And if you're staying in Portland, this is one of the best rides in the area. Next up is the Bold Coast Scenic Byway. This is about 125 miles in length. The Bold Coast Scenic Byway provides an opportunity to experience the unique beauty and history of down east Maine. From beginning to end, the Bold Coast Scenic Byway is characterized by rocky coastlines, teeming with sparkling harbors, beaches, and dense coastal forests. The 125-mile Bold Coast route extends from the coastal fishing community of Millbridge eastward along the route to Lubec. While most of the route hugs the shoreline, riders will experience a mix of curves and cliffs and some straightaways between the active fishing harbors, tidal marshes, and coastal forests. The 125-mile-long Bold Coast route extends from the coastal fishing community of Millbridge, and it travels northeast along the coast. This is really a great ride for those who are looking for the raw and authentic Maine experience by motorcycle. This road is not exactly a polished tourist route. It's down east Maine. It's rugged, wild, and down to earth. The Bold Coast Scenic Byway and the communities it connects with offer fabulous vistas and winding roadways for the motorcycle rider, with scenic pullouts along the way. As we mentioned, section of this road is designated as being part of ACADIA National Park, so if you're staying in Bar Harbor or exploring Mount Desert Island, it's definitely worth combining this byway, even if you can just do the southern portion of the route. So I'm here at the southern end of this motorcycle ride at Scenic Point. This is actually federally protected land, so the pavement quality is beautifully smooth, and there's some vast coastal views as you ride your motorcycle here. The Bold Coast Scenic Byway is the perfect place to reconnect and rejuvenate in solitude, all while in the midst of breathtakingly pristine and wild landscape. So that's our list for the best motorcycle roads in Maine. If you didn't see your favorite road to ride by motorcycle, let us know in the comments section below. But there's a good chance that road has been included on our bonus video available now on Patreon, where we highlight a few more hidden gems that you would not want to miss by motorcycle if you're planning an epic motorcycle road trip in 2025. If you're looking for more helpful features to help plan your motorcycle trips, join us over at Patreon today. If you found this video helpful at all, hit that like button for us and don't forget to subscribe either. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.